it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Look that team standing away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Here we go. On my favorite day of the week, right smack in the middle of a Buckeye football game week, the first one of the 2024 season. I don't know how things could get any better. I really don't. I mean, it's hotter than hell outside, so that could make it better. But who really cares? It's week 1. We got a Buckeye football game coming up on Saturday. That's what counts. I'm Timmy Hall. We got our man Cole running things tonight. Boatman is here. He's on the update desk, but he is letting our new man, who we still need to come up with a nickname for, his name is Cole Bartemus, so we're certainly going to come up with a nickname.
I thought Rothman was the king of nicknames around here.
Did he give you one?
He called me Bart, but
Bart? Yeah.
I mean,
like a Bart Owl.
Yes, as we just learned in the last segment. But he said like Bay Area something, Transit Authority. I don't know.
That's right. The Bay Area Rapid Transit. That's what it is. It hits the San Francisco and Oakland area out there for sure.
I'm sure
it's very efficient.
All of our listeners in the Bay Area are very proud of that.
Yeah. Oh, it's a very efficient system. It's beautiful. And you got the trolleys and all that. But we'll work it out. So, Cole, it's good to have you. And to my right, he's stunned that we haven't even brought him into the show yet. No. LFG, our man, Tyvis Powell.
No, I'm stunned because when does Jacob get days off?
Jacob gets days off.
Why?
Boatman.
No, his name is Jacob.
What? Why do we let him have days off? Is that what you're suggesting?
What do you mean a day off? I'm here. I've been doing updates all day, cutting up sound.
No.
I don't know where he's going with that, Bodie.
The board.
Yeah, what,
you're supposed to be on the board.
I'm
he's
right
coaching me. Were you not just listening to the first 2 minutes of the show? He's not doing the board today because Cole, we're taking the training wheels off. He's doing it.
That means he's off. Why did y'all let
he's not off.
Why do y'all let these two work together?
What do you mean?
They should.
Somebody's got. We have to have a training system. It's training day.
Well, they need to be split
He's
up.
Denzel, and he's Ewan McGregor. And they're gonna. Hopefully, they don't do hardcore drugs at any point during the show.
They share too much common interest, and it bothers me.
Oh yeah, well, a lot bothers you, Tyvis.
Tim, I got a dilemma. I need to ask you about.
Oh,
this.
I love a dilemma. A game week dilemma.
You're smart, man. So you will. So next week.
Sometimes.
Next week, for the Big Ten, I got to go to Penn State. Okay.
You got to go to Happy Valley.
Yes.
Tell the folks where you are this week because you skip out on all the Buckeye fun now. You've gone big.
I don't know about that,
yeah,
but I will be in Purdue on Friday. But next week, Penn State, I'm trying to do my travel sheet so they can book my flight and all these things. I should have did it, but I kind of delayed it. But anyways, this is the dilemma. There's a flight leaving. The airport is 10 minutes away from the college, okay?
So pretty convenient.
Yes.
Pretty close.
The flight leaves at 12:15. We get done at like 11:26.
You're out of your mind.
Do you think I can make it?
No, don't do that.
Well, see, the problem...
What are you, Steve Martin and Planes Trains?
So the problem
You'll never make the 6. No, don't do that.
If I don't take that one, the next flight isn't until 5 o'clock. So you see the dilemma here?
Well, you know what? You may as well try to make it. What's the worst that could happen? You get bumped to the 5 o'clock?
I don't. Is that how it works?
Here's the thing. If you don't make the 12, then you're renting a car and driving back.
I'm not driving
it's Happy
5
Valley.
hours.
Is it a 5-hour road trip?
I think so.
You might be right. You might be right.
For you.
It's probably a good bit because Pittsburgh is about 3-ish. And it's farther than that. It's at least a good hour past Pittsburgh. You don't got to look it up on your phone.
From my home, it is 4 hours and 56 minutes.
Yeah, you want that flight.
Yeah.
Because it's a straight shot.
Yeah.
Well, must be nice to have those types of problems.
That's a big dilemma.
Doing my show, traveling around, seeing the world.
Seeing the world? I'm in like a little radius.
Seeing West Lafayette and Happy Valley.
Yeah,
yes.
because a lot of people is just eager to get to West Lafayette.
We're going to take you to wonderful places, Tyvis, like Piscataway, New Jersey.
That's actually pretty nice.
Is it nice?
They got the little carnival thing.
What kind of carnival?
They got like a
Like a
carnival.
full-time carnival?
Yeah, it's like a carnival, like for game day. It's like a carnival. They got like
just game day.
Yeah, Ferris wheel. They got like little carnival games.
Are all the bolts in the Ferris wheel, or does it go rolling away at some point?
I don't know, but it was actually pretty fun. They got like putt out there.
You went on the Ferris wheel?
Yes, we did. It was part of the show we did.
You didn't. Well,
it was a great time.
that's the only episode I ever missed.
They got ponies that you can ride.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tyvis, where's your gut right now as we are heading towards game day? Because there's been a million different things that we've been talking about with this Buckeye football team, talking a little bit with DeVere about the things that we kind of mentally prepare ourselves for as people to get done with the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
He was having this whole garage situation where he's trying to renovate and get everything finished and fixed up, and you want to get all your projects done before you head into college football season, because we're working it, but I know that all you guys as listeners and fans, you're spending a good chunk of your day celebrating a college football Saturday too.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you might still have kids that are playing youth sports, and you got to try to work around that to the best of your ability, but things just tend to ramp up anyway because kids are back in school. So they'll have school activities, they'll have sports, and then football season comes around. And we love this. We're rabid about it as Ohioans. So even Sundays are about to be shot too.
Yeah.
I mean, how many of us just love fantasy football, and we have to have, we used to have the 2-screen experience, but now we got the YouTube TV quad box. So we're just putting all the games on there. It's just, football is going to be coming out of our eyeballs.
Isn't it?
And we need to be prepared for it.
Isn't it great?
It is great.
I mean,
Been waiting.
See, the thing about football season is I don't really get to enjoy it like to the magnitude that I should because I'm always working. So like wherever I'm going to be, it's like that's the game that I can watch. So like for example, Purdue. Like I can watch Purdue. Like they give you tickets to go to the game. So if I want to watch Purdue,
but
like,
your job is done at that point because you're a pregame show guy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get in the car and drive home. So like I'm gonna be driving and like watching whatever noon game is on. But the good news is, hopefully,
how are you gonna be watching and driving?
That's my point. Like I can't enjoy it like I want to because I'll be driving. That's exactly my point.
I see. You're like you're talking about distracted driving. Better be careful, my man.
I'm not gonna watch it. First of all,
be careful.
The good news is this:
you pull over.
What time does the Buckeyes play?
3:30.
See, that's the good news.
Yeah, you should get close.
I should be back home or pulling back.
But you stop in Dayton. Watch the game in Dayton.
No.
Beautiful town.
It's only a 3.5 hour drive from Purdue. So I should get home at like 3 o'clock, 3-ish.
You'd have to blaze to get back.
Oh, what do you think I'm going to do? You better get out of my way.
Get out of my way. Tyvis is left laning. Locked in the left lane.
Yeah, get out
Cruise
of
control.
You see me, get out the way.
I tell you what, this defense is something, and it's got to be something with this Ohio State team where you'll be locked in on it because that's your side of the ball. We've spent a lot of time here recently. We can get Will Howard out of the way. I mean, it's not that we're not going to talk about him anymore between now and the game day, but we've talked a lot about him. We kind of put that to rest. He is going to be who he's going to be at this point on Saturday. He's either going to figure it out and run the show, or it's going to look a little sloppy, and we're going to have some question marks, and we're going to roll that into week 2. But I really now am starting to turn my focal point to the defense and just can they throw up a donut? Because I think that's the goal. I think the goal for a team like Akron, with how good the defense was last year and everybody that they brought back, is to pitch a shutout and to play the numbers game. Like, you tell me, like, what if you were on that team, what kind of goals would you guys be tossing around?
Oh,
this week?
It's definitely the donut. They because there's nobody that we know of that's on their offensive side of the ball that should be even a threat.
Right.
So they should be out there playing lights out. Like, this is one of those games that you want to start the season off as number 1 in the country. You know, they get negative yards in rushing, or they get under 100 yards passing. Like, you want to start off strong so you can be at the top of all the college defensive stat lists. And this is an ample time to do that. Like I say, the sack thing should come because their offensive line is terrible. Spencer Holbrook was on the Rothman and Ice on Tuesday, and he said that Monday, and they said it was one of the worst offensive line last year. You know, I think they said they finished 126 in sacks or something like that. So Jack Sawyer, JTT, Tyreek Williams, Ty Hamilton. This is a game for you to get those sacks going. You know, it's something that we've been talking about, how we don't get a lot of sacks. Well, you can get a bunch of them this game, and you can get your confidence up so you can move on next week with some sacks under your belt.
I should tell you guys about tomorrow real quick, because Football Fridays are a very special thing here for all the shows on the Fan. So we will dress it up. We will have a good time. We'll pretty much be in football mode from start to finish. So it's good news, bad news. We still do a show, but we have high school football coverage. So we'll go to 6:30, but I love doing this segment that I started doing a couple years ago where I get the little music behind. You know, I get my NFL theme music, the lineman, it gets cooking. And so the first edition of the final walkthrough here on the Buckeye Show, which I'm very excited to bring you because I'll tell you a little bit more about what the heck that zip is and where the story of the Akron zip came from.
Oh my
so that's
goodness.
it right off the top of the show, basically. 6:05 tomorrow night, Friday on the Buckeye Show. You get the first edition of the final walkthrough this year.
Are you and I still doing college games?
Yes, we are.
We're going to do a standing?
We got the picks.
Okay.
We'll be doing the picks, so Tyvis will get his picks into us, and we will roll with that as well. All right, highlights from our season debut of the Ryan Day Show, including something you're going to see the offense do a lot. And it had the guys almost feeling nostalgic when they were talking about it. We'll give that to you next. Tyvis is in. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The drums bang, the flame sparks, the trumpets blow, the hot dogs sizzle, the crowd cheers, the fans eat. The sounds of Buckeye football are synonymous with the best damn band in the land in the stadium and the Weber Grills outside the stadium. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. To celebrate another season, Weber is launching a limited edition Ohio State Grill, inspired by our Buckeye helmets. Get the best damn grill in the land at Ohio area retailers near you ahead of the football season.
It's Toyota's national sales event with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including Toyota's lineup of go-anywhere, do-anything trucks, like the powerful new Tundra. Now through September 3rd, you can get a new Tundra with low-rate financing, special leases, or customer cash up to $2,000, depending on model. And the 2024 Tacoma is now arriving at your Toyota dealer with dominating power, legendary capability, and captivating style. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It is time to square off against overpriced family dinners with Donato's all-new bakery crust pizza. A square-cut, thicker bakery-style crust with smoked provolone cheese and Donato's fresh toppings, plus your choice of marinara, ranch, or garlic sauce for dipping. The crust is thicker, but the deal is the kicker. Right now, you can get 2 one-topping bakery crust pizzas for just $19.99. It's a whole lot of pizza for not a lot of dough. Order with the app or at donatos.com. Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Most radio stations suck. Here's why. They don't invest in local programming. We're live and local 14 hours a day. You can rest assured that every stupid thing we say is 100% local. Homegrown dumb since day one. The Fan.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472-2000, 614-472-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472-2000, 614-472-2000.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, hot and humid on this Thursday. Temperatures holding in the low to mid 90s. Overnight will fall back down to around 70 degrees with mainly clear skies and light winds. Slight chance of a shower, thunder shower mid-afternoon through early evening on Friday. Otherwise hot and humid again. High temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see temperatures falling a bit on Saturday with more showers and storms, especially through early afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Broadcasting live from DeVere Posey's wonderful Cologne Emporium, also known as the Fan Studio. This is the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
Timmy and Tyvis tonight with you on the Buckeye Show. And before we get back to things, I am going to tell you about my good friends at Tri-State Men's Health. You see, there was a little thing that they helped me out with when I realized that my testosterone levels were a bit lower than they could be, than they should be. Because you see this, if you're a guy that's in your early to mid 30s, or you're like me, you were heading for that big 4-0, you might have just started to notice this. And then you may have heard some ads and things on the radio, like telling you that you should be looking out for certain things. But not all those treatments are exactly like what Tri-State Men's Health can put you in. But I was feeling it, though. Like, I would seriously feel this lack of energy late in the day, and I'm sitting on the couch, and I'm like, I just want to go to bed now. Brain fog, sleep patterns a little bit off, low libido. That's bad. You can draw the line right there.
Yeah.
Because we gotta get some pep in our step.
Yes,
we're talking about the libido.
Yes, we do.
So the low T treatment, quick little ACE shot, doesn't even hurt. It's just boop, right there. They'll switch it. They'll go left side, right side, back and forth from week to week to keep things honest. Just like perfect. That. I mean, it's comfortable. They've got wonderful locations in Ohio, 2 in Central Ohio. They got one convenient right there in Westerville, and then the one right in Hilliard off of 270 and Cemetery Road. So check out the treatments that they have for you by going to tristatemenshealth.com. Take that low T quiz. It's a simple 10-question quiz, and that first appointment is just $99. Let their professionals help you out with the right kind of low testosterone treatment. Tell them Timmy Hall sent you. Get some zip on it. All right, so we had the show today, Tyvis. It just sort of gets you, it tells you that you're in game week mode.
Yes.
When you get that first coach's show.
Yep.
How much media do we have going on all week?
I feel like we
got the game week presser.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Tuesday. Presser Tuesdays. We got like player Wednesdays.
And then today was
Ryan Day radio show. Are they still going to hit us? Remember they used to have a lightning round? Maybe I missed the boat on this. Maybe there was a lightning round after the radio show today where the media gets to talk to him one more time. Because Paul Keels and Jim Lachey are asking all the questions on this show that you'll hear clips from.
I don't know. I feel like
there's always been a lightning round. Maybe they bumped it to Friday. I'll have to check my emails from Jerry Emmett.
Why would he want to do it on a Friday?
Just get it over with.
Yeah, if it was him, he'd do it Thursday. Just
right when the show is done.
Yeah.
And then he would typically hop on a Zoom.
I feel like
or maybe even do another one in person.
I didn't see nothing on social media about it, though.
I didn't either. Maybe that's week 2.
I was about to say, maybe they skipped it.
Or maybe they're not doing that. Maybe they say that's enough. Oh, I forgot he also has the appearance on Monday nights on Buckeye Roundtable. That's what starts off the week. once you get done with post game and once we get into a game,
I didn't know he joined round table.
Yeah, like it's typically around 6:35 most weeks.
I have to check that out.
He's supposed to join every show. Maybe sometimes there's something that goes on.
It's just one hit section.
It's just a one hit. Yeah, okay. It's just a 7-8 minute interview. Yeah. All the guys ask him a question, but we start off here where Ryan Day's opening comments, where he's taking a look at how he wants this season to begin.
You know, we want to start fast. We want to start the season off on the right foot. And, you know, it's been a long time to get to this game, and it's been a good preseason. It's been great competition. We've talked a lot about building a foundation for the entire season during the preseason.
I said this to Patrick Murphy because I jumped on his YouTube podcast, the Bucknuts Happy Hour, earlier today. And, of course, our guy Pat joins us for Beers and Buckeyes coming up here in the next segment at 6:33.
I must have missed my invite.
Yeah, but I'd heard that you've been on that show a few times in the offseason.
Did I?
Yeah.
I don't recall.
And I had heard, I was just somewhere where I saw your name.
My name?
Yeah, you were on something else that surprised me. I swear, it was like some competitor too, and I was looking, I was like, Tyvis, pal. What?
Me?
I swear it was you.
I don't recall. I ain't did nothing.
You haven't done any media in the last week?
No.
No, you haven't done a show of any type.
No, I did. I did.
I did.
No,
I did what?
No.
What did you do?
Let me say. I was saying I only did. I've done the Cleveland show. That's about it.
Oh no, I'm not talking about the Cleveland show. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna show you the link where I saw your name. Either way, I was talking. You threw a wrench in that, didn't you?
What I
stopped me dead in my tracks. You had to do the thing about, I guess they lost the invite for that show. What I was talking about with Pat, what I mentioned to him, is that it finally caught up with me. I always say that it doesn't, because we get to do these shows all summer long and we have fun doing them. Mm-hmm. But at some point when you're just predicting and talking about this and that and this and that and this and that, you just want a game week to get here.
You do.
You kind of hear a little bit of that in Ryan Day's voice, right?
Yeah. I mean, because it's like at this point, like, I just need to see it. Like, I can't really think how it's going to go. I need to see what it looks like, and then I can make some assessments because, like, again, it's Akron. So it should be a dominant performance. But if it isn't one, then that's the thing that everybody's going to focus on. And now we have some tape to look at, some things that we could critique. You know, we want to see the live action, and that's where we're getting to.
Yeah, so here's Ryan Day talking about how he believes that this team is now ready.
Preseason, had to be physical, had to be hard. I think it was. And now we get into the first game, and I think when you go into the first game, there's assumptions that you've made that will be right, and ones that you've made that are going to be wrong. But I think the thing for me that's the most exciting here is going to have an opportunity to see some guys that you just haven't seen play in a real game before on the team, and then some other guys who you have seen, but they look a lot different than they did last year. So, I think everybody's fired up to play on Saturday.
And this is where Jim said something that you would swear that I would say it too. Like, once the first game gets here, they just start to blow by.
Yeah, they do.
And this was Ryan Day responding to that, how it kind of goes into hyperspeed a little bit.
When you say it, after Saturday we'll only have 11, regular season games. And, they go very, very fast. In the game of football, you just don't have a lot of those opportunities. So, we are going to respect every single opponent we play. But you've heard us say it before, it's about the standard that we set. And the standard for us is we want to be the hardest playing team in the country. We want to grade out over 80% across the board. And if we do that, we're going to win a lot of games.
All right, here's that thing that I mentioned, Tyvis, where I swear it almost sounded like the guys were feeling nostalgic when talking about it. Because you see a lot of football teams, they just don't do this a lot. Mm-hmm. And it's one of the more football things that there is. Like, we talk about huddles, right?
Yeah.
It's the huddle. And we even use that in work nomenclature, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's huddle up, guys. Let's huddle up and come up with a plan.
That?
Come up with an idea, right? But they're going to do that, and it seems like they're very excited about it.
We're huddling more, and, Jim, you remember the huddle. Like, it's just, it sounds like something that happened like 20 years ago, But, like, being in the huddle and a bunch of guys looking each other in the eye and talking about the situation and what happened the play before, and the quarterback looking everybody in the eye and talking about, we got to get this first down, or, hey, be aware of this on this next down. And everybody breaks the huddle together and gets lined up. it's not like you're playing slow. There's a different tempo to it. It's kind of like waves on a beach. It just keeps coming at you and coming at you. So we got to do a great job of getting back to the huddle, get lined up, or get in the huddle, break the huddle, get lined up to the line of scrimmage and run. We're not always going to be doing that, but it's given the quarterback an opportunity to take control of the offense, and I believe that Will's doing that.
A huddle is sacred, Tyvis. You don't really have that on defense, but you kind of have miniature huddles on defense.
No, you don't.
You communicate a little bit.
You look to the sideline to the defensive coordinator, and you look for the hand signal.
All right, so take back what I said.
It's been a very long time, Tim, since I huddled up on defense. Like that's.
Well, what about when you played offense in high school? The huddle
I did
is
do,
special.
yes, okay, yeah, I did do that.
I mean,
in high school.
when you're watching the replacements and Keanu Reeves is in there as Shane Falco, former Buckeye quarterback, and he's just giving the,
he says,
you missed that block last time. You're going to rip his head off this time.
Besides me, who else wants the ball? And then the deaf guy does it. He said, that's right. You want it. He does the hand signals.
We'll get you the ball.
He says, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure taking the battle with you guys.
Yes. Yes, you got that. And then he gives some great speech. I forget what Shane says in there, but it's just beautiful.
He says, I know you guys are tired, but chicks dig scars.
Chicks dig scars.
Pain is temporary. Glory lasts forever.
That's right, man. That's right. And then Faison Love's character is like, I'm losing this game. Hey, losing this game. That's good. All right. What has our Buckeye reporter friend Pat Murphy, what's he been thinking about in advance of week one besides beer? We'll talk some beers and Buckeyes with him next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Common Man has spent the past 18 years telling you how much he hates people. And yes, that probably means you, too. Common Man and T-Bone.
Weekdays at 3.
The Fan.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Be Honest Bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit The Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havner Park in Liberty Township. Pay homage to those that have served in the Vietnam War. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public. To learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
It's the summer sell down at Performance. Get up to $16,000 off MSRP on new 24 Jeep Wranglers and Grand Cherokees during the Make This the Summer of Jeep event. Performance, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Georgesville, and Delaware.
Not valid on previous sales. Cannot combine offers. Must take delivery from dealer stock 8/20 to 8/31/24.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box, Beyond.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. And aspiring comedian.
That's fun. What's your best joke?
All right, two windows were hanging out side by side. The first window says, "Sure is a hot day." The other one says, "Ah, a talking window."
That's pretty good, Wilson.
Bet you can't top that one.
Well, at Pella, we don't have the talking windows, but we do have the windows your friends will talk about.
Dang it, that's good.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $219 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com. Riker. We're dealing.
With approved credit. 2024 Sentra SV FWD 36-month lease with $3,000 due at signing. Offer ends 9/3/24.
It's Toyota's National Sales Event, the perfect time to extend your summer fun in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Now through September 3rd, choose 5.25 APR financing on any new 2025 Camry. Or you can lease a Camry LE for $319 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Drink up, Slappy. It's time for Beers and Buckeyes with Patrick Murphy.
Oh, it's always fun to talk to our guy, Pat, especially on a game week. And, of course, we here at the Buckeye Show are sponsored by our friends at CareSource and also by Coors Light. So that's perfect for a Beers and Buckeye type of segment. That's what I'm going to be sipping on when it's time for game day, responsibly, of course. Pat, how are we feeling? Couple days out from the big game.
Do I still get to talk about other beers, or are we just all Coors Light on this segment now?
Oh, come on.
Which will be fine by me. I just want to know going in.
No. Come on, Pat. They pay their money. They get their mentions. They're the sponsor. We can speak beer. There's many beers out there we've had.
Or, hear me out, we can speak lemonade.
Really, that's all I was setting up there was Tyvis to talk lemonade. No, to answer your question, feeling good. It's been a busy week as expected heading into the first week of the season, but I'm excited football's back. I've got Rutgers and Howard on the TV right now, and I would tell you if it were week 3 or 4, I probably wouldn't tune in to Rutgers and Howard, but this is early in the season, and we're watching every football game available tonight.
We didn't see Seth Towns switch over to the Howard football team, did he? For like a Greg Paulus type of move. Didn't that guy play 8 years of college basketball when it was done, Pat?
Yeah. He did, yes. I have not seen him out on the field yet, but I will let you know if Seth Towns makes his football debut here against the Scarlet Knights at the birthplace of college football.
Pat, what do you think happens on Saturday? What do you, from a defensive standpoint, do you think they get more takeaways or more sacks?
Ooh,
Thank you.
Can I say that they should split it right down the middle, get equal number of both?
4 and 4?
The question is, yeah, that would be ideal. I think then everybody's happy post game, and it's a lot easier for interviews. But look, the question is valid because those two things were kind of what held this defense back. Not held them back. They were a very good defense last year, but where they could still improve is in both of those categories. They got pressure on the quarterback, but didn't get there enough last year, and they got their hands on balls, but didn't force enough turnovers. So you do that a lot this year, or even just at a normal rate. I think you take what is already a really good defense and make it an elite defense, and especially here early on. I think you've got to see that against the likes of Akron, Western Michigan, and Marshall to feel good about the bigger challenges that obviously lie ahead in the coming weeks in the Big Ten.
This was flown around the office earlier because we're trying to figure out what it would really take for a game like this to be competitive. If I said that Akron could play with 12 men on the field, on offense and defense at all times, what then do you think would the point spread be, Pat? Would that be enough?
Are we still at 50 right now? And in real life, we're still at 50?
We're at 50 in real life. So if they got an extra player the entire game, what would that do?
Yeah, I think it would bring it down a little bit, but I still, look, this team has all of the hype right now, and the expectation is so high for this Buckeye team. And I don't think even in the MAC, Akron is considered one of the elite teams this year. So
They're not. No.
I think it would help, but I would still say it's probably somewhere in the low 40s maybe to have an extra guy out there.
What about 13 guys?
Yeah, I mean,
you're really filling up the field.
Yeah, that's a problem too. Is you're putting too many guys out there, and I think it makes it more difficult for everybody, and not just for Ohio State. But I get your point. I think Ohio State. I guess the better question would be which team in terms of first, second, or third team would have to go to for Ohio State for it to be a competitive game. And I think Ohio State's second team, not only talent-wise but motivation-wise, would still be able to go out there and win this game. Maybe I'm overhyping the Buckeyes, but
no. But again, you're taking into account, like, right, Tyvis, what Akron is. Like, second teamers, we're hoping to see a lot of the second teamers in a game like this.
We better. That's the goal. Pat, what do you think would be more interesting, or what would intrigue you more? The offense covering the spread or the defense pitching the shutout?
I want to see the defense pitch a shutout, to be entirely honest. I mean, I think, the offense covering the spread would be good. That is if there is a question about this team, it's how good will this offense be. But this defense, these guys, they've talked a lot, even going back to last year, about, wanting to be better, and, they don't want a team to ever move the ball or ever score. Go out and show it, especially, like I said, these early games when you're clearly the superior team. Why not see if you can get 2-3 shutouts here early on? And look, I'm not trying to disrespect Akron, Marshall, or Western Michigan, but if this team is as good as they think they are, then it should not be competitive. And I think the defense would feel really good about things if they could keep Akron off the board in week one.
Pat, try to blend your personal life with your professional life here with this answer, because a lot of sort of the tone we've taken this week is just excitement that football is back and it's a special time. Yeah. So what does it mean to you, like doing the job, but also loving football? And what is that Saturday going to look like when the alarm clock goes off Saturday morning?
Yeah, I don't think there'll need to be an alarm clock even. I mean, maybe if I had to get up for a noon game, it would be a little bit earlier. But I just mean that in the sense that it's exciting. Every year to start a season is exciting. I think with any team across the country, there's opportunity, right? But when you cover Ohio State, you're a fan of Ohio State, whatever it may be, that opportunity is even bigger. And then I think this year's just amped up that much more because of the guys coming back and the guys in the transfer portal and the young guys that could contribute and kind of everything we've talked about all offseason. So I think everybody is ready to stop talking, stop listening, stop, grinding in practice and just get out there and play. Like, the players have talked about wanting to hit somebody else. And I think that idea applies to fans and media. Like, you want to go see them play another team. You want to actually see them play if you're a fan who didn't get to see them in the off season. So, this is a time to get jacked up and go watch some real football. And I'm excited about what we're going to see on Saturday.
Pat, do you think that Jeremiah Smith breaks Chris Carter's freshman receiving record?
Yeah, Tim and I were talking about this earlier today. I think the thing that would hold me back is just the other guys on the field. I'm not even just talking about the receivers, like the running backs as well. I think, I want to think that this is going to be a pretty balanced offense. And, Mecca Ibuka is going to get his, and I think Carnell Tate's going to get his. So, I guess if we're talking about Ohio State playing a 16-game season, that makes the opportunity easier for a guy like that to do something. But I think if he does, it'll probably be close because I do think Will Howard's going to spread the ball around, and obviously the running backs are going to get theirs. But I'm not doubting this kid. I started the offseason talking about, he's a freshman. We'll see what happens. But having seen enough of him, I have become a firm believer that this is a special player.
He's just too good. He is just so good, and I'm so excited to see him. Well, Pat, what is that first football beer going to be when you get home from the stadium and all the work is done and it's time to relax and watch whatever else is on, like a little Notre Dame and Texas A&M?
I think it's got to be Coors Light, right? We're sticking with the sponsor for the segment. Why not?
Hey, there's our guy. He's looking for a sponsorship.
Yeah, I wouldn't turn that down.
Tap the Rockies, baby.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be blue for sure this weekend.
Oh, my God. The mountains are going to be so blue. Pat, always appreciate it. It's a fun time. Football is here. Can't wait to break down what the Buckeyes did. I can't believe I'm saying that. We're going to break down what happened in a real Buckeye football regular season game when we do this next week. So cool.
Yep. Looking forward to it. I'll talk to you guys then.
All right, my man. There he goes. Patrick Murphy. Pat Murphy with Beers and Buckeyes on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Tyvis, there is a really, really cool thing about this home opener that I don't think has been talked about nearly enough. We'll give that to you next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Whatever you're doing right now, just know that Bo Bishop is enjoying a sip of bourbon. Even if this promo is playing in the morning, no judgment.
Ah, sweet morning drinking.
The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say. Oh my, Bob. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The drums bang, the flame sparks, the trumpets blow, the hot dogs sizzle, the crowd cheers, the fans eat. The sounds of Buckeye football are synonymous with the best damn band in the land in the stadium and the Weber grills outside the stadium. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. To celebrate another season, Weber is launching a limited edition Ohio State grill, inspired by our Buckeye helmets. Get the best damn grill in the land at Ohio area retailers near you ahead of the football season. Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Join us for Gambling Things, Fantasy Sports, Gambling Things, and most importantly, Gambling Things. Hollywood Casinos on the Money, Sunday morning at 9.
Presented by Ohio for Responsible Gambling.
The Fan.
It's Toyota's National Sales Event. The perfect time to extend your summer fun in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Now through September 3rd, choose 5.25 APR financing on any new 2025 Camry. Or you can lease a Camry LE for $319 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Experience a piece of history this September and pay tribute to those that have served in the Vietnam War. Delaware County Veterans Services invites you to visit the Wall That Heals from September 12th through the 15th at Havener Park in Liberty Township. Witness the official 3/4 scale replica of the Vietnam Memorial in Washington, D.C. The Wall That Heals is free and open to the public 24 hours a day until 2 p.m. on the 15th. For volunteering opportunities and to learn more, please visit thewallthathealsohio.com.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Bianna's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet Cheryl.
Hey.
She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Saturday is game day on The Fan.
Sponsored by Riker Ford.
Every game, every season, you're home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. The show that knows how to throw a big, giant Buckeye party. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Let's see if Cole knows how to do this. Timmy and Tyvis on The Buckeye Show tonight. Party on, Tyvis.
Party on, Timmy.
Party on, Cole.
Party on, fellas.
There we go. Pretty easy, right?
He's a natural.
Pretty easy. Yeah, it's simple. I asked you guys that are in the YouTube chat right now. That is another way to watch. And if you didn't know that, if you still didn't catch on to what the Fan is doing with the YouTube channel, all the shows are broadcasting live on the Fan's YouTube channel. So when you get home, if you've been listening to the Buckeye Show on your drive home, if you're about to hit the driveway or whatever, or go in and see the family, maybe dinner's not quite ready. When you go to turn on your TV, that's probably a smart TV with all the apps, just go to YouTube and pop us on. And we'll take care of you for another half hour. Just listen to the end of the show. Why half hour when you can listen all the way to 8 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm about to say, why did you say that?
I don't know why I said that.
What's wrong with you, Tim?
Did I feel like, after 30 minutes they'd be done with us? No.
That's what it seemed like. We got some good stuff coming up on the rest of
to 8
this.
o'clock.
We got our topic this one. Then we got the Pulse. We got Boom
Herron, yeah. Still to come. Still to come tonight at 7:19. Haven't had him on the show, but we've got something that we're going to be doing together this weekend that I'm excited to tell you guys about. So Boom Herron is coming up here at 7:19. Before I get back to some of the action here, I told you about what my friends at Tri-State Men's Health can do with your low testosterone treatment. Well, they got sort of like a two-pronged thing that they can do with you, because erectile dysfunction, that is a deal that you don't want to ever be dealing with.
Correct.
And some men, they just do deal with it because we're men and we're hard-headed, and we could be suffering from something like that for years, and we wouldn't even seek treatment about it because the stigma with it. But we got to break the stigmas down with ED. It's a terrible condition. It causes stress in your relationships, undue anxiety. You just don't need it, because intimacy is that special moment when we feel that deep connection to the one we love. And how do we show that? Well, we certainly can't show that with ED. We got to get up to that room, and things have to be fully operational, if you catch my drift. So check out Tri-State Men's Health, tristatemenshealth.com. You can read all about it. You can see the certain types of treatments that'll be tailored for you. They've got treatments with success rates over 90%, and some can have you last, what, Tyvis?
An hour or more.
Dear God, that's too long. That's what she said. So give them a call, 800-900-9654. Go to tristatemenshealth.com. Tell them Timmy Hall sent you. I did put in there to the YouTube chat, and you guys can also communicate with us on Twitter and X at The Buckeye Show. We've got the voicemail and text line, 614-460-2896. Give us some bold predictions for the first game. And Jared fired one off. And this is a good one, Tyvis. James Peoples will have the most carries on Saturday, because we're all focused on Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins. If they start blowing this team out, it does feel like this would be the type of opponent where that Dallin Hayden type of guy that's down the depth chart at first, but still looks like he could be a really good player. I bet James Peoples is going to be a really good player at Ohio State.
I think they're very excited about him. I know when they were recruiting him, they kept comparing him to J.K. Dobbins, and that's a really good comparison to have for a guy coming in. So I think that it'd be nice to see him get in that second half, get his feet wet up against Akron, make some plays, get that confidence built up. And if he can continue to do that, for the first few games, then obviously get him in for that Michigan State game, their first Big Ten game, and he see how that is. And if he fares well, then you know what you got next year, because you don't – obviously you're probably going to be – Quinshon and Trey is probably going to be done after this year. So you got to start grooming those guys at some point.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think that they're both sayonara
I would think.
There's no way, right?
You never know.
You never know.
With
Trey came back.
with NIL nowadays, it actually is like, you know what, I can come back for another year because it's worth my time.
I guess you could make a case that Quinshawn would want to stick around because Travion would be gone, and then he's
a senior? Is he a true senior?
I don't think he is a true senior.
Okay.
And he might have another year of eligibility if he snuck in there.
No, he wasn't with the COVID.
21, 22, 23, 24. You're right.
Yeah.
It would have been right after.
The COVID was the last year of COVID last year.
I think he missed his last year or did not play any high school football. I think that's part of Trey's story, where he came in as a true freshman and was so good, and he was multiple years from playing organized football at a school level because they didn't have a season.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Which is hard to do, right?
Yeah, it is.
Come in like that, cold.
But Sonny Styles came in. He came in a year early.
He came in early.
Wasn't he like 17?
Sonny was one of those, is on that short list. Bo Bishop asked a great question on social media last week that when I was hosting with Bowen that we actually kicked around for a while. It was just simply, who is the best high school athlete you ever got to see in person? Just the best guy that, you went to a game. Yeah, besides Tyvis Powell, of course. And Sonny Styles is on that short list. He was that good. He was that good at Pick Central and stuck out like a sore thumb like that.
My goodness.
My guy was Ronald Curry, who wound up playing for the Raiders.
It was this dude who he didn't end up doing nothing with. He got kicked out of Cincinnati. This kid name was Akis Teague. He played at
okay. I like these unknown guys.
He was at Youngstown, guy. He played for my God, I can't think of the school.
Teague?
Keith Teague. He went to Cincinnati. He ended up like stealing laptops and got kicked out. But he played running back. He was so cold. And it was like a Youngstown team. They was green and gold. And
Iowa Western Community College. I see a little 24/7 sports profile for Akis Teague, AKISE. 5'8", 176 pounds.
That was it, man.
Ursuline High School?
Ursuline. That dude, I went up against that dude. He woo!
Couldn't touch him, huh?
He was Mr. Ohio. He was that good.
Okay, that's special.
The boy was bad.
That's special.
But he was small. But he actually was like explosive too. I thought he was gonna have a great career at Cincinnati, but he did some other stuff.
You know who's bad though? Maybe the baddest that we've ever seen, and that's Archie Griffin. And I feel like with this build up to Ohio State football being back, and it's not the highest level of opponent, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it's about celebrating football and celebrating the season being back. And they picked a great way to do this by having the stadium, unveil a statue. It's going to mimic the statue that was already unveiled at the Rose Bowl, which is awesome. And why wouldn't they do that for somebody like Archie Griffin?
It here?
Yeah, at the shoe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't hear that?
No.
You hear that?
I've been
breaking news to you.
I've been under a rock. Yeah. I've been so dived into Purdue that I've missed a lot.
My God,
he was talking to Dave Holmes when that news broke.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Tyvis was doing a show, a pod with Dave Holmes. Oh, I didn't do anything. I can't remember what I was doing. I saw something. Cole was good. He texted right to me, Dave, because Dave has Archie on this new thing that he's doing.
Yeah.
Our old Wednesday buddy.
I think you're episode 1 with Archie.
Yeah, you're on his first episode. You did pod with him.
That was in July 16th.
Okay, but it's being unveiled now. I saw this just the other day.
You said it
so I saw your name with something the other day, and you're like, oh, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, because you're talking about when you do something last week, and I'm like, no.
Well, didn't he tag you in the social post for that?
Weird that you knew the date, July 16th.
I looked up the text message when he texted me.
Sounds like you need an alibi.
Dave,
get out of here, Cole. I'm not today. Not today. Y'all not about to.
I must have lost the invite from Dave for that one. Not like I could do it anyway. He works for 6. He's waiting for the York invite to get me on something like that. Not like I could do it. But Archie Griffin is going to have the statue unveiled tomorrow, a Friday night before the game. And the kicker here, this is one of the great honors that you can have. The man is dotting the I.
Yeah.
Do not miss it. Make sure you are in there, cold beverage in hand, when Script Ohio is doing its thing. There's just a few people. There's just a few people that have ever done that.
I know.
Guys like John Glenn and Jack Nicklaus.
I want to do it. It's going to be a long time, though.
It's going to be a long road, Tyvis.
I got to go win the Nobel Peace Prize.
You do. You're going to have to do something more than just yap on the radio. I'm sorry. I don't think it's going to get you there. All right, Deion Sanders is busy pissing people off lately, but he did pay a nice compliment to his Week 1 opponent today, which they got the game tonight. This is going to hit you as we keep our finger on the college football pulse. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, you can choose from more hybrid and all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else, including the best-selling RAV4. Now through September 3rd, choose 4.99 APR financing on a new 2024 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid with approved credit through TFS. Excludes RAV4 Prime, or you can get a great lease deal on RAV4. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The delicious ice-cold taste of Dr. Pepper has a lasting effect on people. Lindsay from Sacramento said,
Pro tip, 40 degrees is the perfect temperature for an ice-cold Dr. Pepper.
Why is 40 degrees the perfect temperature for Dr. Pepper? We brought in Sue from Duluth, Minnesota to tell us.
Oh yeah, I know a thing or two about cold. Oh, that right there is the perfect kind of ice cold for Dr. Pepper. I'd share that with my friend Nancy. She likes Dr. Pepper too, you know. My coldest...
All right, that'll be all, Sue. Having a perfect temperature for your Dr. Pepper? It's a pepper thing. Inspired by real fan posts.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Back to school time. Your kids probably have fancy friends. Isn't it about time you gave them a ride to be proud of? Actually, hell with the kids. Treat yourself to a new Lexus. Right now, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with rates as low as 2.99% on ES, NX, and RX, as well as great lease payments. I've been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. JermaineLexus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. I'm Buddy Wells. Starting with baseball, the Reds are currently hosting the A's as Cincinnati looks to avoid being swept in the 3-game set. Right now, though, it's 6-5 Oakland in the 6th inning. As for the Guardians, they enjoyed an off day today. They'll be back on the diamond tomorrow night when they host the Pirates for the first of a 3-game series. We have college football action going on right now as we speak. In Piscataway, Rutgers leads Howard 7-0 in the second quarter. A couple of other Big Ten teams playing tonight. North Carolina is at Minnesota, and Eastern Illinois is at Illinois. Those two games will get started at 9 o'clock. There's also a handful of ranked teams playing tonight at 7:30. It's Western Carolina at number 24, NC State. At 8 o'clock, we have Murray State at number 11, Missouri, and Lindenwood at number 22, Kansas. And then at 9, I know Tyvis Powell is very excited for this game, as 12th ranked Utah will host Southern Utah. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Where did the Utah thing even come into play? As Boatman just eviscerates you. I like Utah. They're one of my 50 teams.
I have no
out there.
Tim, I have no problem with Utah. The problem, I don't have any ill will against Utah. My issue is that people gas them like they can win a national. I don't think they can win a natty.
Gaslighting Utah.
That's what I said.
Well, I mean, Utah's pretty good.
Can you, Tim? Look at me. Can you honestly say that you can see in a world Utah wins a national championship?
I mean, if we played the season 10 times, they might not do it 9 of them.
Yeah, all these video game simulations have them winning like 3 out of 100.
Like I said, if Utah...
So there's 3 worlds.
If
Doctor Strange is going to tell you how many possibilities. Yeah, I think there's 7 possibilities out of like 7 million iterations where
I
they
will
win
continue to say
the national championship.
If Utah wins a playoff game, I will publicly apologize to Utah in this
that's
show.
not enough.
I'll publicly apologize.
You have to drink a spiked lemonade.
Well, that's not happening.
First alcoholic beverage.
That's not
And you're going to toast Kyle Whittingham.
That's not going to happen.
And Urban Meyer is going to give you a shoulder rub.
And 29-year-old Cameron Rise.
I don't think there's anything in this world that can get me to drink alcohol.
Nothing in this world. What about $50 million cash?
I don't think it's worth it.
To take a sip.
I don't think it's worth it.
I'd probably do it, Tyvis.
I'm sure you would.
I would do it with you.
I'm sure you would. No.
Bodie, for $50 million, I need to see you drink an entire bottle of Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I would do that for $50 million. I do a lot of things for $50 million, Tim. I've done a lot more for a lot less.
Yeah, I know you have. And then you'd have to do a podcast right after that.
With Dave Holmes.
You go cut that out.
Bottle of Dave.
Rest in peace, Dave.
You're only allowed to use Christmas.
Not dead.
No,
we're just divorced.
You're only allowed to use Christmas Vacation and Miracle quotes in that podcast.
I just gave you one right there.
And try to have it make sense. I had a lot of help from Jack Daniels. All right, Cole. Coley B, start us off here. What do we got? The pulse is yours. I assume the pulse is yours tonight. Bodie's going to stand there hovering and make sure you don't screw it up.
It's your time.
There you go.
I think I got this. All right, let's see. We got a few college football stories to go through. Let's start with one that actually pertains to tonight, because starting within the hour, we're going to have Colorado and North Dakota State going head-to-head. And Deion Sanders offered a compliment to North Dakota State that only a former Texas high school football coach could. Here's what he said about the legitimacy of North Dakota State football. He goes, it's like when you play a high school football game in Texas and you get there and you don't see a track around the field. You're getting ready to play some football. Like, if you see a track around the field, they're serious, but they're not serious. If you go there and you don't see a track around the field and it's just a football field, you better buckle up. High praise from a former Texas football coach.
It's pretty good. You could have done it in a Deion Sanders voice. It would have made it better, but it's pretty good.
I never thought
it's going to be bad tonight.
Do schools still have tracks around?
Well, yeah, I mean, high schools have tracks.
Eastern Michigan does.
Every Eastern Michigan has a track.
College. Eastern Michigan.
I'm pretty sure
he was making an analogy to Texas high school football teams. If they didn't have tracks, he had more respect. And he was just saying that he's got more respect for an FCS program like North Dakota State because they do a lot of winning. They're a bad team. They're good.
You think they're going to win?
They have a chance. They really do have a chance.
They do.
It would put Deion in his place with all this.
I'm rooting for Deion. I hope Deion wins by 40 points.
Do you like his antics, what he's been doing, just shunning the media this offseason?
Doesn't bother me not one bit.
Does it bother you that he's not going on any recruiting trips and is just recruiting from his couch?
Doesn't bother me.
That's lazy.
I like to see it on the field. All the off the field stuff. I separate.
Well, he hasn't shown much on the field outside the first 3 games last year.
I would like him to.
Right. I mean, that's ultimately, if you win 10 to 12 games by doing it the way you're doing it, then it's going to solve a lot of issues. But I think while you're building and you know you're going to take some hits,
and you can't say
maybe do things a little bit differently.
You can't say he didn't recruit. He got the #1 offensive tackle in the country.
Okay, but that's not enough.
Tonight.
Yeah, he better be.
As a true freshman, right?
Yeah, Jordan Seaton.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're at a point with your roster where you have to so many transfers.
He went out and got the one thing that he knew he needed the most. He needed offensive lineman, and he went and got 5 of them. Yeah, he does need 5 of them, but he got one.
Coach Prime. Say from CBS? Oh, I don't do CBS. No, Coach, I'm local Denver. You are what you are. Okay. I guess I won't be asking any questions at all this season.
That bothered
about
you.
Colorado football.
That bothered you?
Well, it's just, why would you kick people out of your own press conferences?
He didn't kick him out.
He's not letting him talk.
They can still.
What is this, medieval times?
I just talked to Jason Lloyd about this today, and he said that type of stuff don't bother him. He said you could be in the locker room try to talk to somebody, and they say I don't want to talk, and he's like, okay, then that's it. Like it's not. He said it's really not that big of a deal.
I mean, it just doesn't make much sense to me. I mean, I know like there's other people that will ask the same questions more than.
I mean, you're gonna
likely.
get the question. You're gonna get whatever you wanted to ask. That somebody's gonna ask.
It probably would have been a lame question that would have been asked 5 different ways. I get that most press conferences are, right? We listen to them and it's just we're regurgitating the same stuff over and over again. But that's not the point, though.
It ain't to me like that doesn't.
All right. That's cool.
Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world.
All right, story 2.
All right, since this is the final 2-hour Buckeye show before Saturday, I figured we should lock in this show's final national title betting odds. So here's what we got so far. We got Georgia at plus 280. We got Ohio State coming in at second at plus 400. Oregon plus 650. And Texas plus 850. Everybody else is plus 1,000 or worse. So Georgia's the betting favorite. Ohio State is a close second there. In the eyes of Buckeye fans, would this season be considered unacceptable if Ohio State lost to Georgia in the playoffs? I will not specify semifinals or national title. Kind of depends on the draw. But if Georgia is the team that knocks them out, is that unacceptable?
When you say lose, what is the score?
Georgia has more points than Ohio State.
He's not going to give you that much.
I mean,
yes, I
that
say
matters.
I say yes.
That matters. Yes, what? It's unacceptable?
I just say yes, it's unacceptable, and I don't even need to hear what the score is because with everything that is set up in this season, I mean, I know if it's a great football game and it's in the national championship and Georgia wins on a last-second touchdown, it's going to sting. It's just going to sting
Ohio
because
State misses on a last second field goal.
That goes like 35 yards wide. Yeah, ringing in the new year.
So basically what I'm asking is, because I feel like national championship or bust is just become a cute phrase at this point. How much do you actually mean it?
I think I mean it a lot.
So if it's unacceptable, then let's not accept it. Basically, is Ryan Day's job on the line if he does not win the championship with this team?
I don't think his job's on the line if he doesn't win the national championship, but I think we know the kind of games that he's got to win that he can't lose. We're talking about beating Michigan and ending that streak. You're home. You have to win that game. And I think you've got to win the Big Ten championship as well. You've got to have some championship sauce going into this first 12-team playoff because it is going to be a grind, right? I think there's going to be more teams that just feel the power of that 12-team playoff, just that they have that extra opportunity of being in. Maybe a team that's not even in the top 4 seeds just gets hot and just gets that extra shot of confidence because they get to be in, and maybe they get some guys back and they're healthy at the right time. But I just know the natty or the busting, I don't think it's fake. There's expectation, and it's going to be a major disappointment no matter how they lose the national championship if they don't get it done.
If they don't get it done, I mean, $20 million. If you put $20 million to a roster, like
you want to win.
Yeah, I mean,
you want to win.
Think about it. If you donated into that, you want that. So. Yeah, it is kind of unacceptable.
All right, well, let me be a cute media member in a press conference and ask the same question in a little bit different way.
A media member like Tyvis.
Yes, that's right.
Never heard of it.
Does it feel like now or never?
Now or never for Ohio State?
Not never ever.
I was about to say, don't say that.
It's been 10 years.
Maybe
10 years is a long time for the fans.
That's a shame.
Maybe the wrong way to phrase it.
Not never ever, but you know.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like now or never. It just feels like it's time. That's what it feels. It feels like it's time. Time to do it. Tonight.
It's never now or never, but if they were going to do it, this would be the season to do it.
I'm going to put that on a shirt. It's never now or never.
It's never now or never.
All right.
If they were going to do it, they have everything they need to do it now.
All right. Hold on. One more story here.
Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down because we can.
All right, let's wrap it up here. Aside from Ohio State versus Akron, we got a couple other interesting games on the slate. Georgia and Clemson are going at it. That's a number 1 versus a number 14. in Atlanta, of course. That's going to be...
It's a good game.
It's going to be a nooner with McDonough and McElroy on the call. We got Notre Dame and Texas A&M down at Kyle Field in the evening. I will certainly be watching that, and I have a feeling Bodie will too.
We will have that on ESPN Columbus and the Fans HD2 after the conclusion of Buckeye football.
That's a horizontal tease.
Get ready,
All the
Bodie.
way to Saturday night.
Timmy's full of them.
Yeah.
And, of course, we got LSU and USC. That's going to be a Sunday game, by the way, 7:30 on ABC. That'll be Reese Davis and Kirk Herbstreit because Chris Fowler's going to be doing the tennis.
Look at this. Coley B's got the broadcasters.
So
you got the game time weather for us, too? No, you don't.
I don't.
You didn't think of that, did you?
No.
Good. Yeah.
I did
Much to learn.
Did a terrible job. Which games are you interested in watching?
I think that first one. I mean, Georgia and Clemson. I want to see Dabo just yammer about things. I want to hear Tyler from Spartanburg get back at Dabo after they lose this game to Georgia by 21.
Anything in my life, Tyler.
Well, he's going to have to call a different radio show because Bodie told us, I think it was either earlier this week.
No calls, right?
No more calls.
No more calls.
Sad.
They're only 10 years behind Ohio State.
If you think if you think you could do a better job, you can apply.
Apply for the position. I hope you get it.
I think all three of these games are going to be great. I think I'm more interested in the Notre Dame and Texas A&M just for you guys' bias. I'd actually want to see Notre Dame win so I can see you guys smile next week when I walk in here.
All right, beautiful.
You done?
Because we're a family. We built this program on NIL. We built this program in God's name.
That was
Wait, did we just have dueling Dabos?
Time out.
Dueling Dabos?
Time out. You play the Dabo.
You want Dabo? Here's
Go ahead.
Dabo.
Play the Dabo.
We built this program on NIL. We built this program in God's name, image, and likeness.
Beautiful. I was shutting you down with a little bit of this
I know.
to end the segment.
Because we're a family.
What?
We're a family.
And this is the family you want to take to Columbus.
To College Station.
Shut up.
They don't make movies like that anymore.
We're not doing your Notre Dame, Texas A&M thing. we're in another realm right here, another realm. Oh, by the way, I've been telling you about something cool that's coming up on the bye week, the first bye week that we've got on September 14th. You've got American Nitral's Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest, and it's presented by Lowe's. It's back for year 2. And I simply cannot wait. So let me set the stage for you. You got live music, cold beer, a wing smoking competition that I get to be the judge in, food trucks, tons of wings. Tyvis, I'm talking about how many wings? Like 3 tons of wings?
That's a lot of wings.
You couldn't even go through that amount of chicken wings.
I can eat a pound of wings.
In a month,
One pound of wings is my limit.
1 pound of wings is your limit?
That's like 6 wings.
That's all you got?
1 pound.
I'll tell you, it's for a great cause, too. We're raising money for Ghosts of War, provides immediate assistance to veterans in need. And if you think you got what it takes, go to 971thefan.com. All the wings and smokers are provided for you, and you're competing for cash prizes and that coveted first place trophy. So that is awesome. Brought to you by Claypool Electric, Equipment Share, Kenjo Outdoor, Treba Industrial Staffing, and more. All right, coming up here, our man, Boom Herron, a 3,000-yard guy for Ohio State. We're excited to have him on the show, and we're going to set the stage for something you don't want to miss on Saturday. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
Hey, Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
When you need urgent care and you need it fast, where you go makes all the difference. When you choose advanced urgent care from the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, you're choosing an advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State emergency physicians. We offer walk-in treatment for more serious illnesses and injuries such as broken bones, abdominal pain, and pneumonia, all with shorter wait times and less cost than an emergency department. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
It is time to square off against overpriced family dinners with Donato's all-new bakery crust pizza. A square-cut, thicker bakery-style crust with smoked provolone cheese and Donato's fresh toppings, plus your choice of marinara, ranch, or garlic sauce for dipping. The crust is thicker, but the deal is the kicker. Right now, you can get 2 one-topping bakery crust pizzas for just $19.99. It's a whole lot of pizza for not a lot of dough. Order with the app or at donatos.com.
Common Man and T-Bone are known for many things. And while great radio ain't one of them, shoving food down their gullets is their specialty. Join Man and Bone for Fat Boy Food Tip.
Live at 3 or on the podcast.
Your home for fat. The Fan.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Steaks. On sale now for $8.99 a pound in the family pack with your card and digital coupon. Limit 5. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, hot and humid on this Thursday. Temperatures holding in the low to mid 90s. Overnight will fall back down to around 70 degrees with mainly clear skies and light winds. Slight chance of a shower, thunder shower mid-afternoon through early evening on Friday. Otherwise hot and humid again. High temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see temperatures falling a bit on Saturday with more showers and storms, especially through early afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Dreaming of the day when the script Buckeyes become the permanent men's basketball uniforms. Yes, looking nice. This is the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
They do need to make that so. That would be a nice addition. When you're thinking about your Buckeye football jerseys, Tyvis, they're always talking about getting the gray back into the sleeves.
Yeah.
Making them pop again.
Yeah, they do.
You on board with that?
I am.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ones behind you of Bobby and AJ, and you can see Bobby's got the gray, and then
AJ's does not.
Yeah.
AJ's does
gray
not.
just look better.
By the way, speaking of AJ Hawk, tomorrow at 8:33 in the morning, our friends on the Juice, Bobby and Beam, they always talk to AJ Hawk, Buckeye legend, so don't miss that. We've got a Buckeye legend right here in running back Boom Herron, a 3,000-yard guy for the Scarlet and Gray in his career. He was awesome back in his playing days, and he's on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline with us now, joining the Buckeye Show. Boom! Thanks for doing it, man. What's new with you?
What's going on, guys? How y'all doing?
We're fantastic. Ready for week one. How have you been getting prepared for week one here against Akron?
Oh man, just hey, I'm super ready for the season to start up, man. It's been a lot of talk. We got a lot of new guys in. We got some transfers in. We got some freshmen that's supposed to take off. So I'm super excited, man, and just ready for the season to get going.
Boom, when you had a game like this, one of these MAC opponents, what was your motivation going into that game?
And honestly, this is one of those games like, you know what, I gotta take off. Like, this got to be a game where I got to have 100, 150, a couple of touchdowns, because you're not going to play the whole game. So, you're only going to get a couple series. You might get 1 or 2 series after halftime, depending on how the game is going, obviously.
Yeah.
But if we up and, coach is going to get you up out of there.
Boom, what can you share with the listeners what it's like when you're a running back and you know what your high-end ability is? I mean, you showed everybody what you could do in that 2010 season where you went, for almost 1,200 yards and 16 touchdowns, and you were catching balls out of the backfield as well. But also when you got to share the backfield, because we know that Trey and Quinshon Judkins, they're going to have to get along. They're going to have to do that, but I'm sure they'll be competing at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think we have a great situation because it's going to be games where one guy might be hot and another guy might not be. And it's going to be games that both of them be hot, So I think we got a good situation there. It's always good to have two home run hitters and just one. But I think they'll definitely feed off each other. They got a great running back coach there, and I know Coach Day will do a great job of making sure having the right guy in position to make the play when the time is ready.
Boom, when you've been watching the Buckeyes for the past couple of years, obviously it's been more of a pass-heavy team. Obviously having Justin, having CJ, and then last year having Kyle McCoy with Marvin Harrison Jr. When they tried to go to the run, and it hasn't been successful, why do you think that's been?
That's a hard question to kind of answer because there's multiple things that could be going on. Some defenses just kind of just have your number at certain games, as you know, playing defense, and then our offensive line play it wasn't great last year as far as running the ball. We all know that. I can't really put it on the running backs. Some you can. I mean. It's just one of those things where everything has to be clicking, and it just seems like it wasn't clicking at all times last year. But with the upgrade of everything that we got going on, and with the 2 heavy hitters that we got right now, a new running back coach, I think we should be able to pick up the slack that we didn't do last year.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be seeing here. Boom Herron, former Ohio State running back who was sensational in his career, almost 3,000 yards on the ground, over 3,000 yards from scrimmage when he did it. He's on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. When you look at that element of the quarterback run, what does that do? When you look at Will Howard and this big body dude, how much have you looked at him coming over from Kansas State and what this experienced guy brings as he's the starting quarterback for the Bucs now?
Well, the good thing is he has experience. Played a lot of football. He's been in a lot of big time games. We know he's athletic. We know it's not easy taking that job as the starting quarterback at Ohio State. If you look at some of the guys that he's, having to play after, I mean, it's a heavy seat to take. And also when you have a fan base like we have, they want to see you win right now. They want to see you do well right now. But I think Coach Day will have him, ready. I think he'll do good. I mean, I think he has a lot of help with us having two heavy hitters in the backfield. You know, that always helps the passing game. And, you know, when you pass the ball pretty good, that helps the running game. So I think he just has to go in there and not try to do too much, just do his job, and kind of just let the game come to him. I'm sure he's going to be a little nervous, you know, running out the shoe for the first time, you know, playing in front of a big crowd like that. It's going to be different for him. So, but like I said, he's an experience. So I'm looking forward to it.
Boom. What's the one player, maybe the young guys, that you looking forward to seeing on Saturday?
I mean, I think everybody is. I mean, Jeremiah is probably the guy I think everybody kind of wants to see. I mean, being the number one, you know, player in the country, coming to Ohio State. I hear he's supposed to be a day one starter. I think everybody wants to see what he's capable of doing. We've heard so many great things about him. It's kind of like, all right, it's good to hear those things, but you got to show us now. So I think that'll be the main guy that I'm really looking to see, kind of see what he can do.
All right, so Boom, we are getting ready to do a little stage show on Saturday because we got a lot of things that we put on here for the fan. At 10 a.m., we have our pregame show, which broadcasts live from the Ozone Tailgate on Lane. Then we kick things to our fan tailgate show that is on the south side of St. John Arena. But that Ozone party, the tailgate on Lane at the Ozone just keeps going on and on and on, closing right up to kickoff. And you and I are going to be hanging out with everybody that's in attendance by doing some stage announcements and talking some Buckeye football and introducing our band. We got the fabulous Johnson brothers. They're going to be back. They're awesome. I saw them last year a bunch of times. They can really cook. We're going to have some fun up there, Boom. I can't wait to see you there this afternoon. We're going to be starting up right around 1:30 on Saturday. So don't miss us, guys.
Hey, we're going to have a blast. We're going to get everybody turned up. Buckeye football is back, man. We're all excited. And it's going to be fun to have the band there. Fun to have the fans there and just enjoy ourselves and have a good time.
Boom, do you remember this? This was a home opener back when you guys were taking on Navy. I want to say this was back in 2009.
Prior option pitch, Heron left side to the 5, to the 1, to the end zone. Dan Heron takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. On a 6-yard run for Ohio State. Jesse Iwuji, the safety, tried to stop Heron but could not. And with less than 12 to play, Ohio State throws 6 more on the board.
You know, that was a 31-27 win for you guys over the Navy midshipmen. And he called you Dan in the bite, too. You weren't Boom yet.
Hey, you know what's crazy, man? When you said that game, man, that was a rough game for us.
Don't feel bad, Boom. We struggled with the Navy, too.
We struggled, first off, and I didn't have a great game. And, I was super sore after that game, too. They was hitting. I'm like, oh, my God. This the Navy for real. It's like, man, it was crazy. So,
you got respect for the service academies, right? These guys aren't playing.
Honestly, I got all respect for them, man, because I ain't going to lie to you. When we was going to that game, I'm like, we about to roll them. Like, it's about to be, man, no, it wasn't. It was rough. That game was rough. I was sore, super sore.
Yep. They were hitting. It was a 20-14 game going to the fourth quarter. So you salute those guys, shake their hands when that game is done. Well played, man. Protect our country.
Sir.
Well played.
Absolutely.
Boom. Can't wait to see you on Saturday. Thanks for coming on the show, man. We'll do it again here sometime.
Man, anytime, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Yep, absolutely. Go Bucks. Boom was a great one here. Boom Herron on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. All right, when we come back here, if you guys saw this, there was something else interesting that came up about how the Buckeyes will operate for home games on the Ryan Day Show today. Tell you what that is next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We're your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall, and the sports book at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the place to watch home and away games. So make it your football headquarters and catch every game on 2 massive TV walls with over 12,000 square feet. That's big. And you can join our weekly watch parties with your favorite fan talent. Game-winning bites include nachos, burgers, wings, and more. So this season, make Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for football. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for help. Must be 21 to enter.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn, skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Bianna's bespoke skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app, or listen at home on your smart speaker, or open up the iHeartRadio app, or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
You reached James. Leave a message.
Hey, it's Annie from Chase. Congrats again on the new home to you, Alina, and baby Maya. So happy she gets a big new nursery.
House hunting? On average, home buyers save more in mortgage fees with Chase compared to a non-bank. We're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/wayhome. Source, 2022 Home Mortgage Disclosure Act. Loan application register. Home lending product subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
If you're listening to this and you're not already keeping it easy in your backyard with Bud Light, well, consider this message a gentle reminder. Your backyard is waiting, and so is that Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the summer sell down at Performance. Get up to $16,000 off MSRP on new 24 Jeep Wranglers and Grand Cherokees during the Make This the Summer of Jeep event. Performance, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Georgesville, and Delaware.
Not valid on previous sales. Cannot combine offers. Must take delivery from dealer stock 8/20 to 8/31/24.
During Toyota's national sales event, you can choose from more hybrid and all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else, including the family-size Highlander. Now through September 3rd, get any new gas-powered 2024 Highlander and get $1,000 APR cash or $500 on Highlander Hybrid when financed with approved credit through TFS. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hating Michigan is our favorite national pastime. This is the Buckeye Show.
Timmy and Tyvis on my favorite day of the week. It's a Beers and Buckeyes Thursday. It's ladies' night. It's the day before a football Friday. We are just steamrolling towards some good times. One more time, I want to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health, because if you missed it last hour, I was telling you about the treatments that they can give you for this terrible condition, erectile dysfunction. they can really put some zip back on that spiral, if you know what I'm talking about. So check them out. Men will just sit there and suffer without seeking treatment just because we're hard-headed and there's this stigma about it. But you don't have to let it be that way anymore because Tri-State Men's Health, they will put you in a treatment that is right for you, and they're going to make you feel comfortable, too, because their facilities, they're so nice. They're like clubhouses. The ones in Central Ohio here, Westerville, and the one in Hilliard, right there off Cemetery Road in 270. I go there for the low T treatment. I don't want to leave. It's so nice in there. But they give me the shot in the ace, and they say, get the hell out of here. We got more ED treatments that we got to do. It's an intimacy destroyer, and it doesn't have to be that way. You don't want to let ED affect your sex life. They've got treatments with success rates well over 90%, and some can have you lasting, yep, you know it, an hour or more. Whew. It'll take you into coverage of our football game here on Thursday night. So tell them Timmy Hall sent you, tristatemenshealth.com. So just so you are aware, we have the North Carolina-Minnesota game coming up, and I'm sitting there, listening to Man and Bone do their thing, and Bone's doing Degenerate T-Bone, and that's when he lets the cat out of the bag that there's weather coming into the area and that it was already going to be delayed. And I'm thinking, oh, shoot, we have that game slated to air at 8 o'clock right when we are done on the Buckeye Show.
Yes.
So, shoot, I'm actually emailing the guy that's in charge of Compass Media Networks, who's producing and broadcasting that game. Like, what are you guys doing? Do you have an alternative? Because with weather delays, you got to have contingencies, and we're going to leave the station, and so that would run automated. It's automation that runs that game.
Yeah.
And he says, no, we'll carry it. It's a 9 o'clock kickoff. So they are going to have you covered, so I'm sure you're going to get an hour of college football talk before we get to that Big Ten game where it'll be Minnesota and UNC. UNC trying to pick up the pieces after Drake May goes bye-bye. One of the best QBs they've had in quite a long time.
They've had two back-to-back. Sam Howell and then Drake May.
Yeah.
I wonder who's the guy now. Is Mac Brown still there?
Mac Brown is still there. Yep. He is still there. UNC football's had some guys that they've produced, though. They've had several guys in the NFL. Did you bump into any? Yeah, Josh Downs is up there now with Indy. You had...
Didn't Julius Peppers go there?
Oh, absolutely. Julius Peppers, because I was thinking about him when I was answering that question from Bo about, best high school football players you ever saw in person. Ronald Curry was the guy for me in Virginia.
Did Lawrence Taylor go there?
Yes, Lawrence went there.
Okay.
Curry was their quarterback there and was awesome, a dual-threat guy, and played on the basketball team. And Julius Peppers played football and on the basketball team as well.
Yeah, he did.
But Curry was not just some end of the bench. He was actually one of the probably top 3 players on the UNC basketball teams that he was on. I miss that.
Could have been me.
I miss that. The days where you'd actually see great athletes, football players, finish their season and then come join the basketball team for the rest of conference play. I miss that.
That will never happen.
Yeah, it's just a thing of the past.
You got to be, first of all,
specialize,
Kids today is too good at the sports. You got to dedicate yourself to these sports nowadays.
But why? I mean, that's nothing. That's nothing that can circle back around. We're talking about some of the great athletes. The guys that I just mentioned, we're talking about Julius Peppers. He still became one of the great defensive ends to ever play.
He was an Hall of Fame.
Oh, I sure hope so. He's got to be top 3 in sacks in the history of the league.
Didn't he just get in?
He probably just got in.
He just got in. Okay.
Dude's got a gold jacket. He played college basketball when he was done with the football season. Yeah, it really hurt him.
Didn't JTT say that he was going to do that when he got here?
Yeah, there was some smoke about that. And that's all it ever is, though. It's just talk.
It didn't really work.
He realized that you got to be so dedicated to one sport to be really great.
Well, that's what Eric Armstead did at Oregon. He played 2 games of basketball, then went right back to football.
See? It's hard.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, and yet we had the football players make that comment about they could beat the basketball team, but we don't have the 2 sport stuff anymore. Well, don't even. Well, what?
The basketball team was doing bad at the time.
Okay, they were doing bad, but you think a bunch of football players that aren't training for basketball could just walk in there and beat them? What? What are you doing?
All I said was,
Explain.
Anything can happen.
No.
Tonight.
No. Stop.
You don't have to beat them 10 times.
Stop it.
Tonight, we stay with them, and we shut them down because we can.
Don't be moronic, Tyvis.
Just saying.
No, don't just say.
You only need it one time.
I don't want you to just say.
You ever seen The Little Giants?
Yes, I've seen the little Giants.
You know, on the part where he says that him and his brother used to go racing all the time.
I don't remember that part.
And he said, but one time, he beat him. And he had all the kids say, one time. Said, if you go out there and play those Cowboys 100 times and they beat you 99 times out of 100, that still leaves one time.
Is that the annexation of Puerto Rico?
Yes, it is.
Is that the play? Yeah.
One of the greatest plays ever designed.
So tell me what you think happens with this, or what's different now. There's some changes here to how the Buckeyes are going to operate on home games. Okay? I find this interesting that they are no longer staying at the Blackwell. They're going to stay downtown. Ask me why.
Why?
Well, the word is, and they talked about this on the Ryan Day radio show, is they feel like there are so many other public events taking place at the Blackwell now before games. And this is also according to an Ohio State spokesperson. Dan Hope wrote about this after this news got out on the show, and he was looking for more answers. Ohio State just felt it would be more conducive to the team's prep to stay somewhere else. More room, more space for pregame walkthroughs. You buying that? Get out of the area?
What I'll say is this. There was a great coach here that once said, if it's going to help you win a national championship, then do it, and do it a lot of it. But if it's not, then don't do it at all.
How many years do you think they've been staying at the Blackwell? Ever since I got here, I believe that was their spot.
Ever since I got here, that was their spot.
So that's sort of a big move from tradition. Now, this other thing.
If it's going to help them win, cool.
Yeah, whatever.
If it's not, why do it?
Right back to the Blackwell. You know, but I don't think we're not going to see them lose a home game. That's going to make them change from this tradition. Certainly not, or this break from tradition, I should say. The other thing is they get to be more relaxed on their way to the games. Ask me how.
How?
Well, they're going to dress down a little bit. You like that?
I do like
that. Gone are the suit jackets, tie.
I feel like they did that last year, though,
Coach Boone and Remember the Titans would make you wear.
Didn't they do that last year? They could wear it.
Apparently not. I don't think so.
Huh.
Because it's being talked about today like it's new. Although now you got my mind racing. That was the thing last year. But they're going to have nice team-issued sweatsuits that they can wear on the way to the games when they do the walk, so they can be more relaxed, more comfortable. Well, I'm totally cool with that.
Well, hopefully this one works, because the last time we deviated from a tradition, it didn't go well. And that was they took away senior tackle before the last game, and I think we ended up losing. So
well, they said the clothing thing was a decision made by the team leadership. So it was a desire for all players to dress the same before the game. So that's how they got to look at. We wanted everybody to look the same, so the leaders felt it was a good decision. We don't want to all be different with a red jacket and a black tie and a red tie and a gray tie. Let's just wear cool ass Nike sweatsuits.
I'm trying to think. I feel like we all wore yeah, we did. We all had the same jacket, and we all had I think we had a red tie.
So you wore a dress shirt and a red tie.
Yeah, but everybody's
with the same Buckeye jacket.
Everybody's pants may be a different color, but you had the same top.
Yeah, they want to all look the same. Team unity here. All right. The fan poll question of the day actually got me going today. And Tyvis might have mentioned it in hour number 1, but I think it'll get you too. We'll look at some tags. Hashtag Buckeyes is next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
We're the highest rated sports radio station in America. There's no joke there. We just are. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Come on over to Heartland.
Getting a mortgage? We take pride in providing the value and service you deserve in one of the most important transactions you'll ever have. Community banks have the most flexibility and the lowest rates. Now fact check that. I'm Scott McComb, CEO, coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
At Kroger Pharmacy, CARE is making it easy to get vaccinated. CARE is helping you stay protected from flu, COVID, and RSV. Seasonal vaccines are available 7 days a week with evening hours. CARE is giving you a shot at staying healthy this season. Walk in whenever is best and get multiple vaccines in one visit at your local Kroger Pharmacy. So come and get the protection you need while protecting those around you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Visit Kroger.com/vaccines for more. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See site for details.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn, skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
Wake up. Breakfast. And Nature Made vitamins. Whatever your morning sounds like, Nature Made fits right in. Whether you're looking for vitamin C or a multivitamin to get key nutrients, we've got you covered. Now that's a good morning. We take care of you so you can take on your day. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
All right, so this was one. You just got to go to our own Twitter and X account at 971thefan. Got me thinking, and we had already mentioned something about this on the show. I don't know if you knew that this was the fan poll question. But you had clearly seen this somewhere, Tyvis, and mentioned it to Pat Murphy when we had Beers and Buckeyes. So if you missed that, just wait around for 10 more minutes. When the show is done, every show gets uploaded into podcast form. Any platform you listen on, anywhere you get your audio, you can download the Buckeye Show. It's on YouTube Music now as well. So just search that up, Cartoon Face. Make sure you subscribe. It's free of charge. You don't have to ever miss a thing. We had our interview with Boom Herron here 20 minutes ago, and the one I'm mentioning with Pat Murphy at 6:33, where we were getting you ready for Buckeye action against Akron. But you asked him a question about Jeremiah Smith, and will he do this? And this is on the fan poll right now, and look how many people say yes. Will Jeremiah Smith break Ohio State's freshman receiving record set by Chris Carter in 1984? Overwhelming. And I'm on the yes side, too. I'm a yes man when it comes to Jeremiah. 85.6% to 14.4%. And And you know what the yardage mark was that Chris Carter set?
625 yards.
That's close. 648.
Oh, it's close.
Jeremiah, I think, would get 700 in his sleep.
You would
I think he's getting over 1,000, and I think he's getting double-digit touchdowns.
Oh, you think he's getting over 1,000?
I do.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'm not willing to go that far. I think he definitely breaks the record though, but I'm not willing to go over that. I think he falls just short. I think I got him at like 899.
What did Jackson Smith and Jigba get when that crazy Rose Bowl was done? Was he up close to 1,700?
Something ridiculous.
Well, he had about 400 yards in one game.
I thought it was like 1,400 yards.
No, it was more than that. It was more than 1,500.
No.
It was more than 1,500. I think it was north of 1,600 for Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Hold on, we going to see.
What if Jeremiah Smith? I'm not saying it could be this year, but certainly in his time here at Ohio State, I think it's something that's possible.
He has 1,606.
There you go. What did I say? North of 1,600 yards.
Good on you.
He probably had like 350 in the Rose Bowl and set the record.
He went off in that game. And if if Jeremiah Smith does something like that, it's sad because it'll make me forget all about Marvin Harrison. That's crazy.
JSN basically had that 1 year.
That's all he needed.
That's it. He just had that 1 year.
That's all he needed.
He had 49 yards.
He got hurt the next year.
Yeah, he had 49 yards the year before. Had 95 catches for 1,606, 9 touchdowns, that massive Rose Bowl where he was well over 300 yards. And then he had 43 yards the year after. Never was able to stay on the field.
Yeah, that one it was unfortunate. I felt robbed as a fan.
The other one that was the day before that we didn't touch much on, will you watch or have you watched the Connor Stallions documentary?
No.
68% do say no. And I think when we heard about the tone and how it was kind of a joke-making type of doc, it does seem a bit of a waste of time. One of our friends of the program, Stephen Means from the Plain Dealer, who we've had on from time to time, he wrote a little post about how I'm settling in to watch the Connor Stallions doc.
Yeah.
Just kind of like he's going to give some updates and give some thoughts. And like 9 minutes later, he posts, I have turned off the Connor Stallions doc. It had me cracking up. And I'm like, Steven, I think I understand what you mean just from watching the tone and the clips that have come out. Seems like a big joke just done by having a loser sitting up there on screen on camera for much of it. No, thank you.
And he got paid a ton of money for this.
Good for him. Good for him.
So much that he is now doing coaching for free.
And he already got ousted from the first high school.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh,
you saw that New York Times piece?
No.
He's at this place now because the first place found out a little bit more about who he is, who he was, and his involvement in that Michigan sign stealing scandal. And they're like, oh, you know what? We're going to have the board talk about this. I don't think we want you to be a part-time coach around our high school kids.
Right,
so that's why he ended up at the school that he's actually at.
He would have helped him win
a state championship. I mean, he's getting all the signs, right?
I seen it was Glenville's playing Liberty, Olentangy Liberty on Friday. Tomorrow.
I'm not sure. Are they? I don't know.
I thought I saw that. I was like,
I'm sure you probably did.
Why are they?
Did McNeil put out the lines yet? Reflog McNeil puts out
came out today.
He put out the high school football lines. See anything juicy there, Cole? Anything that pops off the page?
No, they do.
It's okay. We'll look at it tomorrow.
He got Liberty favored by 3.5.
All right, that's a tight line.
Olentangy Liberty that good?
I don't know.
Our 2 segments tomorrow are going to write themselves right now.
They absolutely are. This is the portion of the show where Tyvis asks me a lot of high school football questions to which I do not know the answer to. Do I look like Ryan Baker?
Yes.
I should just have that
if you
nobody cares,
head.
Work harder mentality. That's the T-shirt that he wears that I love.
You got to shave your head and grow a beard.
I would. What's the baseball looking like tonight, Tyvis?
There is none because the Guardians don't play. The A's is up right now 9-7. Jonathan Indy is trying to
on the Reds.
Today. Yeah, for the Reds.
Who do the Guards?
The Guards' next series is against Pittsburgh.
They got the Pirates at home tomorrow, right?
Yeah, they dodged Paul Skeens.
Yep.
So.
Got the Orioles still chasing the Yankees in the AL East, and they got a pivotal Game 3 rubber match at the Dodgers tonight at 10:10. They lost 6-4, so that wasn't no good. Also, we saw a contract for Brandon Ayuk. So he got the money.
The bag.
He got the money with the Niners.
He got the bag.
All right, Tyvis, always fun, man. Hey, good luck on your first Big Ten Network tailgate show. Everybody check him out.
I just hope I don't bomb.
Check him out. Guys, I can't believe we got it coming up. College football, baby. A little weather delay, but it's coming up. North Carolina at Minnesota, right here on The Fan. Good night.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
She posted about us just now.
Celebrities can't get enough of Be Honest Bespoke Skincare line.
She has 147 million followers. How do we monetize?
She needs a social media associate to help her with the hype.
We should repost this. Do we need a hashtag?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply.